Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for kickoffs and kick-ons.
Yes, welcome to the KOKO Show for your post-match Lions review. We are coming to you live from the Beatson Hotel opposite the mighty Caxton Hotel here in Queensland, in Brisbane. It is an institution. This is an institution. Sadly, the Wallabies have just gone down 27-19, but gents, former ex-Wallabies, greats that you are, good signs, clean sheets.
Look, I think it'll be a different team next week, right? We only had one game going into it against Fiji, a different style of footy in terms of who you're playing against. They'll make adaptations, maybe a couple of changes. But where I thought we lacked was at the breakdown. We got dominated at the breakdown tonight. They were getting quick, flat ball. They were dominating us in that area. And also our kicking. We were kicking a lot, but not for outcome. The one time, not the one, but one of the times we did, we got a Max Jorgensen try, but a lot of the kicks weren't contestable. So they're the two areas I would work on in the coming week.
So, second half, we won the second half. And I've often said that's more important than the first half.
Not only as good as your last half.
Exactly. So
I
think they only got 3 points in the second half. We got a bunch. That team that came on, do you think Schmidt's now thinking maybe that's the team for the start of the next?
But it's a totally different game. When you're coming on, I feel like the game was kind of lost at that point already. They were just clinical. Like I think that's the cleanest that they've looked at the breakdown, their ball carries, the speed of ball. You give someone like the love muscle, Finn Russell, that much time. I even think defensively we sat off a little bit. And you give someone like that, a good player, that just gets footy that much time, he's going to catch you to pieces. And that's kind of what he was doing in that first half. However, the positive is the second half. I thought the finishes when they came on added a lot to the team. But the game was lost a little bit.
There was a little bit more intent in their ball carry in the second half, and I think that's probably what we lacked, whether it was nerves or the occasion at the start. Maybe a lack of variation.
It took us a while to settle.
100%. Part of the conversations apart from, we lost a couple of lineouts. Simply, we were outclassed. They were a very dynamic, powerful team. You look at the carry meters, I think they did us there in terms of that, but also the missed tackle counts. I think the defensive coach will have a good conversation with a couple of defensive leaders this week. I think we missed 30 tackles, so that's something. 30 tackles. We kind of need to fix up the system there.
If you get a chance to go back and watch the game back, watch after the Jorgensen try, the kick-off, and then the ensuing 15 phases. They were quick, they were dynamic, and they put that cross-field kick to McCarthy. He didn't score, but it was indicative of how easy it was for them to get over the advantage line and the ease in which they were getting over the advantage line and creating opportunities. The defence shortened up, there was a space. Look, the bounce didn't bounce their way, but that was, to me, indicative of just how clinical they were at the breakdown.
Do you think part of our slow start was the enormity of the occasion? You saw before we began, Lionel was standing in the change room and the camera was here, and this poor kid that's running out to make his debut starting against the Lions. Do you think that was part of it because it was just so massive and we eased into it?
It did look like, I don't know if it was the occasion or just our lack of time together, but our timing with the ball didn't seem right. A lot of passes didn't go to the man. It was almost like if one person would carry, the other one missed out. There were a few times, even off launch, we'd carry first phase, something dominant. Forwards would come around the corner, but the ball would still go to Tom Liner, and he wasn't really ready for it, where he had to carry, and that just throws your shape off. So there'll be a lot to learn from this game. We were outclassed. I think we were clearly outplayed, but we will learn a lot, and hopefully in Melbourne it's going to be a better performance.
We're certainly outplayed in the air. A lot of the game tonight was kind of determined by the results of that. Conversations, the learnings, let's compete a little bit better. I thought the kicking was pretty decent tonight. It's a topic of conversation because we didn't contest, we didn't create a 50-50 in that area. You got to look at it from a positive view in terms of we've got another game, right? We've still got the series.
We still back the boys. Yeah.
Exactly right. So Finn Russell, the love muscle, he was on a heater tonight.
I thought Sheehan was dominant.
Yeah. Big games, big key players step up, and they did that tonight.
In terms of the enormity, we knew it was going to be huge, right? So if the excuse is that Liner you know, it was a big occasion for him. Like, we knew that. He's played 3 games off the bench. So, like, that can't be anything, right? So you've got to pick the people, and Joe Schmidt backed him, right? And it's definitely not on Tom Liner, don't get me wrong. But, you know, like, we knew it was going to be big. It's 1 in every 12 years. We've been talking about it for ages. But they're going to be better now going into the second game. There'll be adjustments. There might be some change, who knows? But they'll know what they're going into next week.
Can I ask you, and this is now from a fan's perspective, Ben O'Keefe, the referee, he was shitting me a bit, if I'm going to be honest.
There's what?
He was shitting me. Well, what? So explain to me why, when there was the first contact to the head in the first half, why was it? I can't remember who actually who made the contact.
Penny Ikitau got hit.
Why was that not a yellow card?
I don't know about that one, but my gripe was the Curry hit in the air. It was intentionally hit him in the air. I think if it wasn't the last play of the half, they probably would have looked at it. Yeah. But they didn't.
He also got up too quick, Tommy.
Yeah.
I would have milked that.
But at the same look, at the same time, right? At the same time, it didn't come down to Ben O'Keefe, so let's not put it on him. But there were a couple where I thought, you know, like if that Curry hit was in like the 27th minute, they probably would have looked at it.
Yeah.
But look, we can't sit there and say Ben O'Keefe was a difference because they were dominant tonight. We got to like tip our hats off.
They were crafty at the breakdown too. I thought they got away with a lot, slowing down our ruck. And then off the back of that, they'd have one, then they'd fan out, bring massive line speed. And it just shortened our attack. Our attack line at times, we were like from the outside post to the edge of the sideline. We still had 20 metres of space where we had no players because we had to commit so many people to the breakdown.
Well, that's it. We absorbed so many. We spoke about the attacking ruck. They showed a different picture tonight, the Lions. The 5 games against the Australian provincial teams in the Anzac International was the first 20-30 minutes, they were zero rock policy. You know, we were real focused to get 15 men on their feet. They didn't compete. All that tonight, the first 20 minutes, they were hard on our ball. They really disrupted our flow. We couldn't find our rhythm. We couldn't find momentum. With that,
after 20 minutes, then they stopped committing. But we didn't adapt. We kept putting 4 or 5 in the breakdown, right? But we didn't adapt. Yeah.
I'm allowed to say the ref shat me. And my whole section.
I like that.
you should say it again. Say it again.
I'm allowed, you guys don't need to. And Ben, I hope you had a great night, but it shat me. So, that's game 1 done. Joe Schmidt now goes away, he looks at what's happened. He'll obviously, you know, a lot of encouragement for the second half. Will he make the changes and will he do what we need to do? He's a mastermind.
Look, I think it's more about belief. They know that they can now like compete with them, and I think like you know there's a lot of feeling out with each team at the beginning of the game. They'll know now. They'll go, shit, like we can compete with these guys, right? They'll know little edges and whatever they can hit and whatever. But like now it'll be a different game in game 2. We've got to just get around them. I thought the occasion, the atmosphere, the crowd.
Oh yeah,
epic, mate.
Well, yeah.
Epic.
And I think also we've got the Legends game on the Thursday. So that could be a nice little blueprint for Joey, how not to play or how to play. I don't know how we're going to go.
Work out. I do have to say, the build-up at Suncorp, the tape packages, fireworks, like I had goosebumps. I was like, this is absolutely epic. So to finish, let me just ask you, how was your night? Was it good? Did you, because I know you did a million things.
My night, 11 p.m. is just starting.
Dangerous.
And mine's ending. It's the difference.
It was amazing. Like before the game, the Caxton, like all the Lions supporters, but it's in good. Like it's
even the Lions then this morning.
It's positive. Yeah. It's like it's great. It's what rugby's about, right? We're against each other, but we love each other. I know it's really special to be a part of.
If you are not from here and you are going to a footy game, whatever code, Brisbane does it special. Like the whole. The sea of people walking down this street before, there was like 7 million people. I don't know how they fit in there. And then I walked down with them and we were in amongst it. And they were singing Swing Low Sweet Chariot, they was lying. It was...
wait till Melbourne, Prof. It'll go again.
Guys, thanks. That was it. Epic time down here with all those live shows. Thanks to IPE, Corporate Events. They've had us in their little function room here. Thanks to them.
Thank you, Queensland.
Thank you, Queensland. Fuck, it was good. We had some good days.
Thank you, Drew.
Yes.
Thanks, kids.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Prof.
And if you came out and saw our live shows, thank you.
And thank you, Matthew Hill.
Thank you, Matthew Hill.
Bring it in.
Bring it in, man.
Come on.
Bring it in.
Come on.
Mr. IP Events.
IP Events. Thanks for having us, mate.
Thank you.
My pleasure, boys.
There you
Give us one, Drew.
Oh, wow. That is the best video on YouTube. You know what you need to do now? You need to like and subscribe down there. Or if you want extra content, might be down there, you need to go up here or up here and get more of that gear. Thanks for supporting Kickoffs and Kick-Ons, and we will see you very soon.